Well, uh, the HIV counseling, as we all know, is aimed at providing the psychosocial support and prevention of HIV infection. These are the two main components of the counseling. Although it is critical and delicate task while providing counseling to the individuals who are infected or affected with HIV/AIDS. Therefore, the thrust should be, as far as my experience goes, the thrust should be to ensure change in behaviors. Change in behaviors by way of building a strong, trustworthy bond, trustworthy relationship, which in turn will motivate the client. Motivation to the extent to become self-confident and own the responsibility of preventing HIV infection at both individual, society, or the community level. You see, the J&K, as far as the J&K state goes, we have three different regions: the Jammu region, the Kashmir region, and the Ladakh. All the three regions are entirely different from each other, geographically, linguistically, culturally, and tradition-wise as well. Even religious differ. So, I mean that we have different backgrounds. People are from different backgrounds, and they have different values, which influence their attitudes towards HIV/AIDS. So counselors also have their own values and share their cultural prejudices, but must not allow them to influence their counseling. That's an important factor. Secondly, culture and tradition influence the way in which people respond to HIV infection and AIDS, and counselors must respect those of others. They must therefore explore the prevailing belief about illness, and in particular the HIV infection, and their effort to motivate behavioral change must take these belief systems into their account. They must help clients and their families to discover culturally acceptable ways of expressing emotions. Emotions like anger, sadness, guilt, fear. You see, because HIV infection is transmitted sexually, so cultural attitudes towards sex and sexuality are extremely important in prevention. So it may be difficult to change the culturally sanctioned behavior, and therefore the knowledge, attitude, and skills of the counselor should be versatile enough to find other forms of the protection. And I expect that my counselors must have contingency plan in place to handle this situation in a best possible way. Now, the counselor must achieve a balance. It should be a balance between warmth and acceptance on one hand and objectively on the other. So, there were certain essential qualities like caring, empathy, self awareness should exist or be developed in a counselor. That's an important factor. The counselor should also be capable of employing some specific counseling skills or techniques that may increase the effectiveness of the process, of the counseling process. I mean, like some other techniques may be like active attending, reflection of feeling, interpretation, concentration, and summarization. So finally, I expect that counselor who has to work in the J&K state in different conditions, in different situations, should be able to form a good rapport and gain the trust of the client, so as to ensure that client seems adequately equipped to function effectively and to be supported by his or her own environment.